Is it Friday?
I don't like having Rob not in my ear because I miss the countdown and I'm kind of just staring.
It's weird.
It's just like, when
I'm
are we
staring
starting?
off into space as it comes around, and I was just like, oh yeah, hey everybody, I'm paying attention.
Wow, you talking about someone that is a white child? Look at Dillon. He is glowing like
Oh, he is. I don't know. The two of them are pretty matched right now.
Yeah, we might have to bring that camera iris down that little bit, just a stitch a bit because of the white child on the end. We should put him in the middle. He'll glow.
Man,
It is also the middle of winter. Give it like 3 months, and even just walking from the house to the car.
I just get redder.
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
just
say,
get redder,
it gets
yeah.
redder. Absolutely.
I'm like a reptile. I get red. I lose a layer of skin. That's about it.
See, and if you go back,
I
to
get
where it's like that,
olive.
I'm gonna do start a watch party.
Just get darker.
Start a watch party. Hey everybody!
I'm
welcome
sorry.
to Nerd
I'm
Talk.
sorry.
Sorry we got off on
Jason
tangent. It's
Momoa.
just really
Budget
what we
Jason
do.
Momoa.
No, I don't.
Oh yeah, hey, we have a guest tonight.
I had a nickname for you too.
See, I don't get
It was like Rad Samoa instead of Brad. Instead of
That's actually pretty good.
only was taking your first name and then took in Momoa. I'm like, oh god, that's great. And you are just kind of the off-brand. It's like when you buy the off-brand Girl Scout cookies at Dollar General, and you're like, I know it's not the same, but it's out of season, and I can't get them anywhere else.
Yeah.
It's like moderately satisfying.
It's close enough.
Yeah.
Sometimes. It'll get you there.
It's my
I
life.
like
Might
Brad.
take longer.
I like
Moderately
Brad's name
satisfying.
because I like the commercial, the Liberty insurance commercial. I loved Brad. Nothing will ever replace Brad. And then I got a new car. This car, the car, because she named the car Brad. It was awesome.
Oh, okay.
It's one of those things.
Oh,
Then Brad
I might
got
have
dents.
finally
That was-
come up with a name for my Jeep.
think-
I've had it for
I don't think it's
3.5
Brad's fault.
years, and my Jeep is damn near officially Rosemary's Baby. Because the damn thing is possessed, I swear to God.
We have people already commenting.
Hey, people.
Yeah, I should probably hop over the comments.
But yeah, I think Rosemary's
wiki
Baby
page.
is a pretty appropriate name for the orange Jeep.
What?
My Jeep.
What color is it?
Orange.
Like an orange, like a burnt orange.
Burnt orange. You've seen my Jeep.
I have. That's why I was asking. I was making sure it
Yeah.
was the right color.
Yeah, it's burnt orange. Yeah, no, but the damn thing's possessed. I'm like convinced. I shattered the passenger mirror last week after the show.
So it's like
I don't think
that
it's
was me.
possessed. I think you're possessed.
Yeah, no, that
You just
was
beat
me.
your car.
That was me. The rest of it, like the radio cuts out. I'll be sitting at a traffic light, nothing, not moving, no road move, no, and it goes, and then it just stops.
have you been off road with it already?
It doesn't speak to you, does
Yeah,
it?
there you go.
all
When
the-
have I not?
like
There's
it
your
just
problem
the
right
dial jumps, and all of a sudden you turn, and then it hops back. You're
Right.
like, dun, 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 dun,
Zuli
dun.
says, "Hey guys," and then
Dun, dun,
Jonathan
dun,
does, "Woo!" So
Hey.
we have some good topics tonight.
We do.
I am here as the mediator. I am just going to make fun of all of you.
Devil's advocate.
Devil. No. Okay. Yeah.
You're the Grinch of all of us.
Advocate.
I like it. My soul is like my coffee, black and strong.
You definitely need to go to church on
Same.
Sunday.
Uh-oh.
Me and Brad go to church together. And did we introduce Brad yet? Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
See, I'm old. I forget things. 20 minutes ago. 20 minutes go by, I go, hey, did we introduce you?
Yeah.
So
Wow.
everybody's on their computers.
Facebook,
except
this is a
for-
great time to get back to me about this. So
Yeah.
as I'm logging into the show, about 4 months ago, I put into the fact that my email no longer works and I don't have access to the email. I need a new email. And they're like, sure thing, we'll help you out with it. They've never gotten back to me. Just now, they're like, you've indicated that your Facebook has been hacked a while back, or you no longer have access to your email address. Do me a favor, put in your type in your cell phone number, and if as long as it matches what we have on our records, which I have put in there, like we will get you set back away. And I'm just like, wow, thanks. This is when I wanted to do that instead of just
Yeah.
auto logging
Right.
in.
Right now.
Hey, and Don's watching.
Oh, and the great thing is, it hasn't texted me the code yet.
That's awesome.
I would love to read the comments. Here, I'll just kind of crane over.
Well, I'm inviting on one, and then
We'll go back to the comments so I can catch up on the comments, monkey.
Well,
what's your phone for?
So mean.
Hi and hey there. Hey there and hi.
so the first thing we're going to talk about is Bree.
Hey.
Bree, you sent some pictures today of all these. First one
Of some pretty sweet childhood toys that might
Yeah, one's
actually be
creepy
worth
as
money.
hell. I'm sorry.
Oh, there are way more
I
creepier
have-
things than that.
Is it a first edition Charizard? Because I
No.
still have mine.
I need to
worth
find my
money, by the
Pokemon.
way.
I am missing my Pokemon cards. I never played, but I collected them.
Oh,
One of
yeah.
my
Everyone's-
parents never bought them for me, but my friend would get them, and she would give me all of her extras, and I immediately put them in these little sleeve things because I loved to collect and save things. We bought Beanie Babies en masse. Oh my God, all the time.
Really?
And put them in Rubbermaid bins underneath of my mom's bed to save them. There were like 4 that I played with. I remember my
in there too, so they didn't get
I
eaten.
did not.
They may
Not.
not.
They're
be there.
probably pretty messed up. I know the ones that we had in the back of our shop, which is not air conditioned, they are not pretty anymore.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Silverfish.
Anyway, so Rob's going back in the back, so going to bring up some of those images so we can see what she's talking about.
Yeah.
Because, I'm interested in seeing some. See that one? Yeah.
This one. This is
Never
the
gonna be-
American
that's
Girl
creepy.
dolls.
That's never going to be in my house.
Loved American Girls. I had one that looks, I still have it, that looks just like me. I have all the clothes for it and everything, all sorts of outfits.
I think Mark needs that to go with his little demonic doll.
And they have
Yeah.
books and stuff. They all have their own storylines. This girl, Felicity, she's from...
And I'll have you know, any
Like
girl
American
I've ever met named
Revolution?
Felicity has been evil as hell.
Well,
just saying.
she's from like the American Revolution era.
Felicity means
I
tough-
feel
means-
if you didn't take care of that doll and like left it like in a bin, one day it's gonna appear sitting on the bin, and
Like
it's gonna
just
like
staring
kill
at
you in
you.
your sleep.
Well, mine has been in a bin for, God, like 15 years at least, and it's okay.
You know,
Aunt Dawn
Bree, it was
Aunt
great.
Dawn
knowing
wants to
you.
know what you're drinking in the blue can. My Red Bull. That's what he's drinking. All right, we can go off that picture now. Yeah, Jonathan.
No,
I
this
agree with
isn't
you.
a toy. This is something else.
Well,
For later.
that's for later. Okay.
Yeah, that's something
now we
different.
have
Sorry, that was
Well, just whatever the
It was
next
supposed
toy
to be-
looking-
Oh my!
separate.
Oh, hey.
Polly Pockets. My sister and I collected the hell out of Polly Pockets. Oh, so those the American Girl dolls, some of the original ones, the Felicity and stuff, can go for like
What's up, BP
$11,000. And the Polly Pockets can go for up to $450.
Those things?
Holy
Yeah.
No.
If you've got the whole set, like my sister, we played the hell out of ours. So they're probably not worth that much, but I can tell you I am seriously considering
Telemarketer
funding my
phone call.
wedding with
Let's
Polly
answer that.
Pockets.
Okay.
We're going to answer a telemarketing phone call.
Hello?
Thank you for staying at Hilton Hotel.
Oh, it's a.
Hey, you been staying at Hilton's?
Fair.
Apparently.
Oh, you can hear them.
Yeah.
That was fun.
But those Polly Pockets go for upwards of $450 on eBay.
Good God
They're like
almighty.
this big.
For little bitty toys.
They're so
little
tiny. It's nostalgia. There's people that are, I didn't put a picture of it on there, but the Skip-Its, people are buying those for $50, old original
Skip-It,
ones.
that's the one that
They
goes-
still make them.
Put it around your ankle and-
Yeah.
Yeah, that about killed me once.
Yeah, and you get cuts all over your
It wrapped
ankle.
me up, and then I went back up and came back down and fell right off. Concussion number like 16.
Oh,
It wasn't good.
So who had it, Dillon or Cage
Yes.
Chen?
I had a ripstick.
I actually
was.
had it. I
say,
bought it
A
because
ripstick, that's
I was
that
trying
little.
to be cool.
You had to move your feet back and
Yeah,
forth.
no, I was never graceful enough for that. Like, I barely could handle a skateboard. I got a longboard, and I did okay.
I went. Look, it has wheels. Look,
I
it
love
has
it. Oh,
wheels
it's
that
super
spin.
cool.
That makes
I
sense. to
love
stand
it.
on it.
I just can't do it. I don't have grace. I have zero grace. And
What kind
I
of
ride
longboard did you have?
Sector 9.
Oh, yeah,
That's,
but
that
okay.
doesn't.
It was a
mean anything.
decent. It was a decent-ish one at the time.
But I mean,
just,
was it 50 inches, 49
Oh, I don't
inches, 50?
remember.
See, I,
I
have
think
a
it was
52
50.
sitting right over there. think
I have it
Is
still.
that the one you spanked me with? That one?
That's the one we beat Michael with.
I
That
think
is
it's
correct.
about that size, I think. I like it. It's just I
Yeah.
don't have the balance for it.
Yeah.
I'm not a
I can
balanced
work with you.
person.
All right, what's the next one? As the who
So
did
these
not have
Boba,
it?
yeah.
Boba Fett
yeah.
action
Yeah.
figures,
Yeah.
original in the container, $5,000.
Yeah, no, that's actually easy peasy.
But like,
that's like
all this stuff that people keep in the containers and stuff and in the original boxes, what 7-year-old is like, oh my God, when I am 30, I am going to sell this thing for
Okay.
$20,000.
My
Slink,
brother.
you want to tune
He
up?
bought
You wanna
two.
tune in
No
on this one?
He bought two. He bought one, and then
One
he
to
bought
play
another
with.
one, and he put it in a Ziploc bag.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I kept
And then I
stuff,
burned it.
some stuff. It's not very nice.
He wasn't a nice brother.
Was it your older brother or younger brother?
My younger brother.
Oh, well,
I'm
that's
I'm
why.
the oldest.
Yeah,
I'm the meathead of the boys. Yeah, we hung my brother from rafters and put a lifesaver vest on him because we bought blow dart guns with the metal blow, and we would swing him He'd be tied up when he was target practice.
Ouch.
That is awesome.
Nowadays, we label those kids sociopaths.
I am not a sociopath.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We literally have
that's super
therapies
cool.
for you guys. We keep you in a
of
special
course.
room.
Yeah, and then Luke Skywalker, $25,000.
Ooh, it's the one with his pissing on
guys.
yellow hair.
Yeah, that's the one with the Aryan race child. Yeah, I see things. Things just come out. I don't know how it happens and not why it happens, but it does.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next one. Yeah.
So Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, original editions of this book go for $6,500.
Now, is it sorcerer or philosopher? That
This
goes for
said
the
Sorcerer's Stone. I checked. The ones that say Philosopher's Stone are worth more money.
Yes,
the first
that's-
editions of
that's
those.
bang.
But there was even 500 printed that didn't say J.K. Rowling. They said they had her full first name, and they misspelled something.
So wait a minute. So
And
they
those
have
are
one
worth
that says "and the Philosopher's Stone."
No,
That's how they
original
were.
name.
That was the original release in the UK. Was
Yeah.
the Philosopher's Stone? They changed it to the Sorcerer's Stone.
Why did they
because-
change it?
Because
didn't make
Americans
sense.
are
Because
dumb.
we don't know what Philosopher's Stone means.
No,
Yeah, because sorcerer's
Philosopher-
easier.
They did it for the
Yeah,
American
no,
people.
oh, they
did it for
totally
the
did.
They
American
did.
people.
They had to. They didn't
Yeah.
have a choice. The thing is, the Philosopher's Stone is talked about there in the great alchemist Nicholas Flamel, but we know nothing about that because for some reason that's not included in our history books. I don't understand why. I'm like, that's actually it was a really, really cool turning point because the whole thing is he's not dead. He's still alive. Oh, he unlocked immortality.
Even
Right.
in anime, they bring it up.
Yeah.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist brings it up. The Fate series brings it up a few times. In the most recent Fantastic Beasts movie, they brought it up again. Once again, Harry Potter, they brought Nicholas there. We saw another version of the Sorcerer's Stone when he was going through where, well, actually, I guess it would be the Sorcerer's Stone since it was way
Yeah.
back in the before Harry Potter's time. As he opens the cabinet, like, all right, time to go outside for the first time in a while, and you see this nice bright red stone there, and I'm like, we know what that is. That was a cool little cameo, I thought.
Well, it wasn't a diamond.
No.
Well, most
Just
diamonds aren't
saying.
red.
Yep.
Blood diamonds are.
Okay. Go ahead.
So, Action Comics #1,
Superman.
$3.2 million for that thing in original, pristine, perfect condition.
Nobody likes Superman. So we can skip over
Everybody.
Right, and
Superman.
it's because it's the first
Nobody likes
Superman.
Michael.
It's when we were all introduced to
don't.
Actually, I have
Superman.
this.
You have a,
Yeah.
you have a, yes,
I don't
you
have an original. I have a reprint.
Yeah, we
of
have,
that one
a,
I got that from Loot Crate.
yeah, it's over there, actually.
Oh, okay. I probably have it too. It just did it again.
It's,
Did it really?
Yeah.
All right, you guys talk. Go ahead and come back to us, and then let me fix her microphone. You can go to those. Go to Ugly and Uglier.
what do you want
Dumb
me to
and
do?
Dumber.
She's the one talking about toys. Hey, what's up?
No, 'cause my
I guess
thing
we're
is
just hopping subjects here for real quick for some reason. Well, show me the next toy then, Rob,
Yeah,
and I
show the
will,
next toy.
and I'll explain some stuff back because I know some things about toys.
Cabbage Patch Dolls.
That was
supposed
it.
to be that.
That was it. So anyway, we're
Oh.
back.
Yeah, we're
So-
good.
Oh, Hunter's
Yeah, what was the
watching.
weird thing? What was the other thing that you showed? That thing.
Oh, okay. So this dude, this is Stephen Pruitt. This guy is like Mondo nerd. He was
Man's got a
named
7-head.
in the
Thought I had a big forehead.
Looks like Uncle Fester.
what
with
was
hair.
it? The top. He has made nearly 3 million edits to Wikipedia. So that's what all that crap is all over the desk and stuff is Wikipedia, like decoupage or whatever. There are 5.7 million articles in English, and he has made nearly
Yeah.
3 million edits. That's half of all of the English articles he has touched in some way. He has written 35,000 articles. It started with an article about his great something grandfather, Peter Francisco, who was with the Virginia Senate.
Right.
And there was kidnapping and piracy and all this crap. So he got super mega nerdy. But surprise, he still lives in mommy and daddy's basement. And
course
he
he
works
does.
at U.S. Customs and Border Patrol. He
Of
spends
course he
3
does.
hours a day doing this. He doesn't get paid. It's all volunteer. I mean, it's awesome. It's super cool. But
Yeah.
he was named one of the top 25 most influential people on the internet this past year.
I want to point out that's not
All right, get off that image.
That's not by
It's
choice.
disturbing.
That's just kids. That's just college kids using him for their essays.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. No, that's why.
That's forced influential. That's just
Yes.
like, I am the only person who owns this bucket of red paint, and you all need to go paint roses.
So Hunter said that guy got him through college.
Yeah. That guy,
Yeah, basically.
copy and pasting that guy's articles.
Yeah. But part of the reason he started it is because his mom is from the Ukraine, so he liked the idea of Wikipedia because it's free knowledge instead of anything being filtered.
I
So that,
absolutely thought when you said the reason why I got into this because he had no friends, and I was just like, that's understandable.
well, I mean,
That forehead.
you know.
I feel bad for ripping on him,
but
but
it's not always right.
Exactly, but that's why he edits it to make it be
So he
because
double, triple
he's trying
checks
to
it.
Who says he's
to
smart?
correct the accuracy.
He could be as dumb
Well,
as a post.
He could be, but he's doing
I'm going to
research.
change that. I don't like the way they said that.
Right.
Who's checking the checkers?
him.
I don't know.
See?
Other people. The second
we go.
place behind him
Rabbit hole.
is at only 900,000 edits. Or no, 900,000 edits behind. So this dude has got his first place record for a while. He's
Yeah.
been doing this for 13
Nobody's
years.
going to nerd out that bad.
Yeah, no, I don't
I'm good
think
with
so.
not being that
Nobody
big of a
has
nerd.
that much time because after they leave work, they have stuff to do with like people.
Yeah, you know.
They have a life.
Well, they don't live in their mom's basement.
Yeah, exactly.
You see those 3 pieces of furniture? That's probably all he owns.
Right? Exactly.
I think we started
he bought
off
it with his
this,
big boy
this
money
article
from
to
the
like
border
praise
guard.
this guy a little bit.
Yeah,
like,
well, I
thanks,
mean,
and we
it's
immediately just threw him under the bus.
Well, like we're like Sour
I
Patch
wonder why he's
Kids.
going to write Wikipedia about
Just
Nerd Talk.
backwards.
I was like, we're gonna get a Wikipedia page about Nerd Talk and be like, these assholes. Let me start off by saying that.
Right.
First of all, and I'll just be like, he's gonna have like
We deserved it.
He's gonna have
We did.
87 different roasts for all of us, and he's gonna have links to each one. What
Good.
each
Oh, we
word
totally
means.
earned it. Oh, I
okay
have,
with it.
I have earned my
I called
place
him
there.
Uncle Fester with hair.
You know how happy I would be if there was an entire Wikipedia page to people just like roasting me, just making fun of me. I'd be like, oh god, this is great.
There should be like a
Someone-
Roastopedia.
Roastopedia, just the best
Somebody
insults
do that.
around.
Yeah, somebody
That would
do
be
that.
fantastic. So yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. It's very interesting.
Click on the N in Nerd Talk, and it'll tell you this. That'd be fantastic.
Yes.
I would.
All right,
I would.
So
I would
we
enjoy
got
that
to look
thoroughly.
at some toys. Toys were cool, and we're gonna let Brad step up to the plate now because Brad
boy.
is talking about some games, right? If I'm correct.
Yeah, just a few. The first one,
Do not disappoint me.
I'm going to start with Anthem.
Don't let him intimidate you.
So we're
disappointing one.
starting with Anthem.
So
We're starting
you
with
wanna start
Anthem, but we're
disappointment.
ending with Final Fantasy VII. And in between is Resident Evil 2 remake.
So
So do you know anything about Anthem?
Oh yeah, I played the closed alpha.
Did you?
I tell you
Did
what,
you
it's-
enjoy it?
No, absolutely not. It was a piece of shit. If I'm gonna be
Is
complete.
that the one
And
where you
beta
get-
sucked.
Is that the one that you go to different planets?
Beta
and-
crashed.
No, that's
No,
Destiny.
that's Destiny.
Destiny.
So
Yeah.
Anthem was like, we're gonna be the Destiny killer, and then they killed themselves. Or Destiny was just like, ha, you can't kill me if I've already killed myself, and they shot themselves in the foot. And Anthem went, okay, sure, we'll bypass that. And then EA doing EA things put a leash on it, and they're like, okay, cool, you can go this far. And they went, great, and as soon as they took off, that's when they realized the leash was all of 2 millimeters from the ground, and immediately went yank right back to the ground. They're like, no, you're not allowed to succeed. And I'm like, Anthem had so much promise, but got nowhere with it. Because it was just third-person Destiny. That's all they were able to accomplish out of it. And at that point, people were like, okay, well, why do I just go play Destiny?
Hey,
Same
Eddie.
shit.
Here's what I think you should do: go outside and play ball. Go run around. Grab your longboard.
The sunlight.
Yeah, we're like vampires. They
So
all
I know
sparkle
Anthem
when they go
had a
outside,
beta.
right?
Out in Xbox, kind of.
Yeah.
It's out this weekend. So, like, if you got through the download, like, okay, so you download it and then you have the login. If you could get past the login, you could potentially be stuck with an infinite load screen. And in that case, you have to restart and then possibly get the infinite load screen again.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
that
then
sounds like
they opened it for people. It was supposed to be for people who paid,
Yeah,
Right.
it was supposed to be a closed beta for people who had pre-ordered the game.
but everybody could get in.
Everyone just went onto the download page, hit download, and it went, and everyone went. This is supposed to be, so what their closed beta was supposed to be was not closed in the slightest, so the servers got hammered day one.
Yeah.
Because people wanted to play it. And the thing is a lot of people go in with really negative attitudes, and I get that.
No.
Never.
The thing is like people,
believe
but then
that.
people were like, okay, they're like, let's try and, let's give it a try, and then we gave it a try. Well, if you got past the loading screen, the gameplay was subpar. Like,
And Edward mentioned his servers were crashing.
yeah, servers was crashing. Anthem's story is better than Destiny 1's story, but Destiny's first DLC fixed that problem and actually gave us some form of story. Anthem's story, it's pretty basic. I can give you the start of it. Big monsters just...
Brad was going to talk about
Yeah,
it, not
right?
you.
Come on.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
fine.
You wanna go
No,
into
no,
the story?
no.
Go
It's
ahead, man.
cool. You're adding to it
We can
because
do-
I just had a few things. People were complaining about rubber banding characters. They'd shoot at monsters and they would disappear.
Yeah,
So I mean,
but
problems with the server.
Death
you were
animations
mentioning
were
that,
awful.
so.
Like things weren't implemented into the game.
Right.
For example, in the closed alpha, we were supposed to have access to one of the group missions where you get into a queue and you wait. Come to find out, they forgot to put that in. So you'd sit there in a queue for 30 minutes to
For
find out
nothing.
no players in your region. And I'm like, are you sure? To the point where they went, we forgot to put the mission in.
Yeah.
Sorry guys,
But the
I'm
queue,
just
and
like,
you can't get to the mission.
you guys have the line ready, but you don't have the inside. It's like
They
we're,
want to teach you how to wait and be patient.
we're lining up for like what looks like a fancy place, and then we walk in. It's just the back lot. I'm like, is there anything cool here to see? No. Okay, Skippy the Clown's over there with an Easter egg waiting for me, but I guess I'll just go home. Yeah, no. The little tutorial kind of teaches you really quick how to do things. And don't get me wrong, I think some of the things are really fun. I think the locomotion's really, really fun. Have you played it yet?
No, I'm actually gonna download it and try it. Hopefully,
The
if I can get in.
locomotion is fantastic. The flight is really, really fun. I think it's really, really innovative. Obviously, you're in the suit. It's an aviation suit. You can take off from the ground and fly around
Brianne
the
was
ship.
able to do it.
It was certainly interesting, to say the least. The flight controls were fun. They were interesting. They played well, and I was okay with that. I'm like, okay, cool. That was like probably the coolest thing about it. The rest of the controls were kind of, they had a really heavy Gears of War theme, which Gears of War is fine. I love Gears of War, but it just didn't follow the speed of the game. Your mech is super fucking slow.
Yeah. So
And this is the medium class, the one that's supposed to be going a little bit faster. And I'm sitting here, just kind of like trudging along, and I'm like, all right, this is
So to sum it up, is it worth $60?
absolutely not. Not until EA fixes it. Which, this is not an uncommon problem for EA games.
Yeah.
EA has this problem a lot of the times. They release a game and they're like, oh yeah, this is great. And then I'm like, your servers went down day one. It's fine, I understand. There's not very many companies that can do a day one release with open servers in which stuff works. The only one that we can do that so far is Blizzard with World of Warcraft, because they probably have one of the most seamless releases for games on the planet. But even still, it's not rolling. Even they have issues. So I'm like, all right, cool, I'll give you the first day. But to go down for Star Wars for like the first week and have issues, I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Edwin said Iron Man Mark 1.
Yeah, basically. You're running around as Iron Man Mark 1, like, this is the fast version, by the way. You have a weird stagger going along. Don't worry, you have a jump booster up every 45 seconds so you can sprint 4 feet in front of you before your character goes, whew! Like, I thought I was bad at running. I thought I was unhealthy enough to run.
You're going to make him deaf back there.
Turn me down. I'm blind.
So you heard about what happened with Xbox this week, right?
Oh, we have more games to go through.
Oh no, it's cool. Go ahead.
Xbox Live made everybody's accounts go black where you couldn't even do anything. You try going Xbox Live, your whole screen would go black. Turn it off, turn it on, still black. Took them like 3 hours
They
till
bugged out their own servers. I'm just like, nice. You guys,
Fantastic.
solid updates.
And they're releasing a new system next year.
And they can't even get this one to work right. It's
After how many years?
been a long
They've
time.
had practice.
This isn't
Like,
new to
this
them.
should not be
Yeah,
happening.
breaking stuff.
Yeah.
They're real good at that.
What do we have next?
All right, the next one is Resident Evil 2 remake for PS4.
All right, cool.
So I
can
know
talk
Edward
about.
is in chat. Edward's been streaming that game lately.
Yeah, I can actually talk well about this game. I think it's fun. I played so on Steam. I don't know if it was the same for consoles. I'm pretty sure it was the same for consoles. Steam was like, here's 30 minutes, get as far as you can. And the thing is, I'm like, oh, they called it the Steam. It was the 30-minute one-shot beta. And I'm like, what is that? You had 30 minutes to get basically as far as you can.
Yeah.
Hi, Holly.
After 30 minutes, it locked you out of the game. You were done. Couldn't get back into it. You couldn't replay stuff. You couldn't do anything. It was just gone. You're out of time. And I'm like, okay, I actually kind of really like that. I think it's really, really cool because the explorative people kind of got screwed over because they're like, oh, I got to look at everything. And you ran out of time.
Right.
And the people who are like, I can speedrun this, got pretty fucking far. Ultimately, the game looks fantastic. It's really, really nice to see that kind of brought back into the light of day. I like the Resident Evil series a lot. So seeing it come back was a really, really cool thing. The 30-minute beta was fun. I'm definitely going to probably buy it this weekend and play it all the way through.
Has anybody else played Resident Evil 2?
I played it when it first came out.
When it first came out on PS1?
It was great back then.
Did you?
No.
No. No video
There are
games.
very few games I've played.
Between that and the new one that just came out, Kingdom Hearts, I'm going to play Kingdom Hearts
Right.
first.
Gross.
So apparently there's a tyrant throughout the first half of the game that randomly appears. You can hear him like stepping throughout the stages, and then eventually he finds you and you have to run, stop what you're doing, and leave. So it adds like a tension to it. You know, it's already tense because you go in there and there's zombies that pop out of nowhere, but then you have this creature that's following you.
There's a fact of RNG that keeps you on your toes. Because that's the problem with horror games. Is a lot of horror games, they don't have a lot of replayability to them. They just don't. Resident Evil likes to have the replayability because, you know, the different difficulties. The problem with the different difficulties is, okay, well, I know where all the items are. So them adding RNG factors into the game makes it almost like a new playthrough every time. Because you have to worry about where that thing is at all times.
Just that one thing, though. So, like, the problem that people are having is that they'd play through on, like, Claire Redfield, and then they'd try Leon's, and it would be almost the identical story. It's the exact same story, and some of the places are hidden, but it's still the same thing, so it's like you're just playing as a dude instead of a chick.
So Edward mentioned Mr. X is in a game that chases
That's
you
Tyrant.
around. Okay.
Yeah.
And they updated all the AI, so they actually track you down regardless where you're at.
Oh, that's
They
crazy.
should
hunt you
put
down.
backwards meth face on the tyrant's body. That would be scary.
He looks, I tell you what, that guy looks like a ghoul from the Fallout series. This guy is like, it's rough.
It is. It really is. Hey,
I feel
John.
bad for ripping on that guy, but nah,
I don't.
No.
I don't.
Not in the slightest. I can't
I mean,
lie.
like, he made his wife's last moments amazing. But
Can you count meth amazing?
well, but you know, she died satisfied.
She went out the way she
high,
wanted to go.
listening to the music she likes.
What a way to go.
you know?
Yeah.
Another way to go is Final Fantasy VII. Do you think it's still coming out
Oh, God.
You mean
for this console? So
the Switch? It's like,
no,
oh,
apparently
we get the
it's
Switch?
coming out for
Take that
PS4.
It's been rumored coming out for how long now?
2015 is when it was announced. So Tetsuya Nomura, I might have murdered his name, but back in November he had said that they were focusing on Kingdom Hearts 3 specifically, and then now they're going to be focusing on Final Fantasy VII after. But here's the thing, Sony has moved all of their first line publishers to focus on PS5. They've already got the dev kits, and now they're focusing on PS5.
Yeah, exactly.
So the first party.
So it's probably not going to come out till then.
Right. What I think is it's going to be maybe a headliner for it. Like the release of PS5
That would be good.
plus
That's the
Final
best
Fantasy
way to
VII
get-
remake.
Well, it's going to sell regardless, PS5, but...
No, but just imagine like
No.
people
Yeah.
would be like,
No,
wow.
come out
That's the
with
thing, as I don't think the PS5 is going to sell right away. And I think they're going to have, I agree with you actually, I think they're going to have to use this as a selling point. You want to know why? We're all adults now, we don't care. Like, I'm
You're
not
an
buying,
adult.
I'm not,
You're far from adult.
I need an adult.
listen to your opinions. The fact
Someone
of
said
the,
you're famous now.
the fact of the matter
Adult, you're adult.
I'm
is,
famous.
no one's-
Joshua.
Oh yeah.
no one
Hey,
wants
Josh.
to buy the consoles are expensive.
Yeah.
It's like, why buy a new console when my 4 does everything that the 5 will? And they're like, oh, but the 5 supports 4K. I can't afford a 4K TV. So you've defeated the purpose already. Thank
And
you.
even if you have a 4K TV and a 4K console, if whatever TV show or game or movie you're watching isn't 4K, it
Yeah,
still
scale that
doesn't
bad boy down.
matter. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because we have a
no,
4K TV and we were talking about getting the PlayStation 4. And why?
It doesn't do anything for you. You
No,
just get
it
a PC
doesn't.
with a good graphics card, and for the next 8 years, you've got everything you need. And it's like, all right, oh boy, I have to upgrade to one component in my computer now. It's been 8 years. Well, okay, I'll drop $100 and up. All right, cool. Another 8 years goes by, and now I have to, now I have to actually look to buy a new rig.
See, and we just unplugged our PS3s. We had 2 PS3s plugged in, and the controllers were making me want to break them in half. So we just unplugged them. And so now we don't have any games.
So like Josh listed 4K is becoming a lot more affordable.
Affordable, yes.
It may be affordable. The problem is there's not enough content for 4K.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Let me tell you, I sit there and you get all these videographers. Oh, I've got a 4K camera. Okay, are you editing 4K? Oh, well, no, I dumb it down. Okay, well, then you've taken the compression ratio out. You've crushed their colors, so you've lost your 4K openness. So that was just a waste of time.
Hi, Bo.
Because most computer systems sitting on the market today that people, if you have a system that's a couple years old, you can't edit 4K because it'll tax the hell out of your system and it'll take forever to render out. So no one's producing 4K.
No, 4K is going to take a really, really long time to be like universally a thing.
No, actually, plethora of streaming content in 4K. Actually, it's not 4K. It's 1080. They just slap the 4K sticker on there thinking everybody's going to do it.
Because they can. It's like we're streaming 4K. You're streaming 4K to the content that you have on there that is 4K. Doesn't mean all the content doesn't mean all the content on there is 4K though.
Hey Ben.
It's the same damn problem.
Most CDNs won't let you stream 4K. They're going to push you into the 1080, and they don't even like 1080. They would prefer you to go 1287 2030p, not 60p
or 720.
That's where they push you.
Yeah, I know Twitch gives you the big thumbs down.
Because it will tax their system, and it will bring them down. So, if you can stream 4K, or you can try to push a 4K file to YouTube, and YouTube dumps it down to 720. It'll say 1080, but it's not 720.
That's cute.
I do this way too. I've done this way too long. I know what's out there and what's not out there. So anyway,
a lot of companies just don't.
Sorry, I didn't mean to rant on the 4K.
No, you're good.
The 4K thing burns my rear end because it's such a misuse. It's misused words like SEO. SEO is crap too. So anyway,
and it's not regulated. Like anybody can be like, oh, my stuff is 4K. I promise.
Yeah, exactly. No,
I promise.
Right. Oh yeah, it's 4K. It's not 4K.
Yeah. So PS5. When do you think it's coming out?
Next Christmas. Next year.
Oh, okay.
That long?
Yeah.
2020?
Yeah, I think so. Because they'll probably PlayStation, they're not going to be at E3 this year. So that could be why. They're going to be
Is Sony not?
No, they're
not
going to
doing
E3.
When is E3?
That's why Hunter said he didn't know if he was going to go there.
Next 2 months, I think.
Yeah, it's a couple months.
June or July.
Well, that just means they're not going to have it ready by then.
E3, that's where everybody goes to premiere their video games.
Yes. Game developers and console makers announced that like months upon months upon months. By the end of the first
2 years
so if they're not even close to ready, they're not going to announce it yet because they want to announce it closer to time.
Exactly. When E3 ends, the companies are almost already like teasing to next year.
Yeah.
For example, a great example: Todd Howard over at Bethesda teased his stuff for next year at the end of his conference, and that was Elder Scrolls 6 and the new the Elder Scrolls for your phone. And he's like, they're not ready. He's like, they're a long ways out. He's like, we'll get more next year, and that's how he ended it. And I'm like, that was well done, because now he has people that want to come back specifically to see more of the Elder Scrolls series.
That's the only thing that was well done.
Who's Edward talking to?
Fallout 76 was
his boyfriend.
I got so hyped for Country Roads. I was singing the theme songs. I was loading in for the first time, and then for 2 hours, I'm like, I can't believe this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave this to go level on WoW. Because that sounds like more fun. Grinding dungeons for the next 4 hours sounds like more fun than building another fucking house. Like, I'm done. This is just Fallout Minecraft, and there's not even PvP. Like, what's the point? At least in WoW, I find some Scrandy out in the world. I can go, you're dead now, and then just jump on them. But if I jump on a Scrandy in Fallout, I have to sit here and go, will you accept my duel? And they go, no. And I go, guess I can just follow you around and be annoying until you accidentally shoot me. And that's basically what I had to do.
That sounds like it sucks.
When an enemy attacks, I would jump in between them. And I would hope a stray bullet hit me. Because as soon as it did, it was, you're dead. Because shooting somebody initiates the duel, and we both do full damage to each other.
Oh.
So as soon as I get hit for the first time, I'm just like, oh, you're done. And that's why I fight
Get
them.
on that
So
one.
the game is so terrible over in Germany. I think there's a. It's like a GameStop, but they're giving away a copy of Fallout 76 with the pre-bundled version of Fallout 76 Xbox. So you get 2 copies of it.
Why?
They can't give it away. People aren't buying it. They're giving it away.
Awesome.
They can't give it away fast enough.
You know why I bought 76? I bought 76 on their new PC platform because I got Fallout 1, 2, 3, Tactics. I got all of them in a bundle for my PC, so I didn't have to pay for them again.
Oh, wow.
Because I have them all on the Xbox, and I'm like, I kind of want 1, 2, and Tactics. I'm like, that sounds like fun. And then they're like, buy it here, and you get them those 4 for free. And I went, all right, done. I was gonna buy the game anyway, but I guess I get better stuff now anyway.
So the last topic I had was it was a movie, not a game.
Cool.
So it's
Love
the
movies.
new Batman.
Oh, let's talk about this because
Yeah,
I'll
so
tell you what. The wars on who the best Batman, let it begin. Because here it is. Because,
It's not
Affleck.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah, no, Ben
not
Affleck. He
Ben
had
Affleck.
You get off the show.
he had tweeted.
Get off the show.
What?
He's
No, I didn't.
Brad Pitt.
It's not.
He's
What?
Brad
No,
Pitt.
not Brad Pitt. Brad whoever. It's definitely not him.
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
Ben, Brad.
They're all-
Brad, you
they're
don't
all
even know his
shitty.
name.
Joshua, I apologize. We're done bashing Anthem for a while, for now. I mean,
Michael
I was
Keaton's
actually
the
going to
best.
try that with He texted me. He's like,
Josh
"Hey,
just
try
said-
it with me."
But I do agree with this. Bethesda's really dropped the ball lately.
Yeah,
it's been bad.
they had one of the best press conferences. Like them and Nintendo had like the 2 best conferences at E3.
I'm moving.
And the only one that came through with their promise was freaking Nintendo. Why? We put Bayonetta in Smash Ultimate, and everyone went, "Oh my god!" And that's all they had to do, and they were done. They just announced characters, and people were like, "It's the same character from Brawl," but I'm just like, okay, cool. I mean, yeah, that was fun.
Because, like, on the one hand, gamers are like really, really easily pleased in some aspects, and then in other ways, they're super douches about everything, and they pick everything apart.
Yep.
And that's the thing is
Yep. You're right.
There's only 2 choices.
yeah.
Okay.
You either love it or you're a super douche.
So let's
about
jump
it.
back on the Batman thing.
I'm a
because-
pretty big
okay,
super douche about it. The thing is, it's $60. I'm allowed to be nitpicky. That's
Yeah.
a good chunk of my money gone from my paycheck. If I paid $60, I deserve a completed game.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't deserve an infinite loading screen.
We've beat Anthem up enough. Let's go back. Let's move on.
I don't know. Those suits are
who
pretty
do you
durable.
think-
I can keep
Now
going.
I heard some rumors about the new Batman that there are someone that's in the running.
Can we just kill the whole
Gyllenhaal.
DC movie lineup? Because they all
Who?
suck.
Why? Aquaman was good though.
That's the only good one so far.
and now we have Shazam on the way.
is it Gyllenhaal?
Hey, Coach.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know about
I
that.
think he's too short.
No.
I think he's too young looking.
I think he's too short.
Now,
Jake
He's got-
as
he's got-
the next Batman?
yeah, I
The
don't.
next Batman needs
No.
Batman.
He's got a
Beyond
baby
with Michael
face.
Keaton
Can't do that.
playing old Bruce
I
Wayne.
don't. I don't like.
You
him.
like?
That's
You
what
think
we
it would be good?
I don't like
Jake
him.
Gyllenhaal?
If it's
I like him. I
what
don't think
movies was he in?
so.
Jarhead.
Jarhead.
Was that him?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Brokeback.
Oh goodness.
See, once
Yeah, that was.
here, I was like, look, I liked the kid until he did Brokeback, and then I'm like, I'm out.
Oh no.
And when what's his name was the Joker,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
that kind of fits for you, buddy. Brokeback.
Oh no.
I
So-
dragged an ex-boyfriend to that in high school. It was.
As far as I'm
Amazing.
concerned, Gyllenhaal is any movie he's in, he's gay.
I like Jake
We don't need a gay
Gyllenhaal.
Batman.
I don't
Sorry.
like him
The-
as Batman.
The
I don't think he's a good choice.
No,
he's not. But,
but
then
I did.
again,
But his name is being thrown around as the next Batman.
then again, though, I ripped really, really hard on Affleck, and I don't think Affleck did a terrible job.
I did not dislike Affleck as Batman.
Yeah, no.
Because he had the size for it.
Yeah.
Batman's a big dude.
He is.
Not all the little skinny ones. I mean, it's just, I
Right.
even liked Val Kilmer as Batman. Nipple Batman.
See, I thought Michael
Batman.
Keaton was like obviously
Michael Keaton's
really, really good to fit that because a lot of Batman's armor was padding, so it made him look bigger and more ripped. kind of like Ben Affleck. He's just tall.
Yeah.
He's not super ripped.
Marky Mark
no.
should be the next Batman.
God, no.
Good God, we don't want
no.
midgets in there.
So it's going to be the Batman
he
Born
can
Again?
wear-
I'm gonna beat you
Batman
right now.
Born Identity?
No, he can just wear Calvin Klein's and
The problem, the thing is as we've discussed
I
this,
know
I'm
what I'm
pretty sure,
getting you for Christmas.
I'm pretty sure me and Slink have discussed this, and I know for a fact me and Mike have discussed this. Is they've already made this series so awkward with Batfleck, and now they're going to try and transition Batfleck out. There's what is this Batfleck?
Batfleck.
He can't even die because you can't kill Batman off.
And that's the thing is we don't kill him off. You lapse
kill him
time
off.
forward.
I think they should pull somebody totally new.
So, no. What they should do, Batman Beyond, just move it to the future. The
Yeah.
cyberpunk scene, Michael Keaton comes back as
Nope.
old man
We're not
Bruce
ready for that
Wayne.
jump yet.
Here's the thing, though, is you're in such a bad spot, and the
Read them
fact
off
that
to
you're
me and I'll read them.
Hey again, Coach.
Hold on. Here you go. Ready? Go ahead, Rob. Idris
Hey, Adam.
Elba,
No.
No,
Richard Armitage,
I don't
Oh,
know who that is.
he was in
John Hamm,
the Hobbit movies.
Josh Hartnett,
John Hamm could totally
I
work.
could get down for
You
some
would know
John
who
Hamm.
Richard is.
Canal Reeves.
But he played King
Keanu
Arthur.
Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves. No, he's a
No.
twig.
No,
Got a little skinny boy in Batman suit again.
Fassbender.
Not
John
again.
Wick does not belong in Batman.
Michael Fassbender?
Stay as
Jeffrey
John
Dean
Wick.
Morgan.
No.
No, actually, no. Jeffrey Dean Morgan is already in the show. He is Thomas Wayne. He is Batman's father,
I think John Hamm.
and that is confirmed.
Yeah,
And
John
will
Hamm
be,
could work.
I could get behind.
and will be in the
John
Flashpoint
Hamm.
paradox.
He was King Arthur. Did that work? Did anybody see that?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Richard Armitage.
Who's that?
No, too
Who
foreign
is
looking.
he? I don't
Too
recognize
foreign
him.
looking.
He was
He's
the
too-
leader of the
He's too foreign looking.
dwarves, and he was the king in Demo.
He looks too foreign.
All right, I'm not gonna
He's
lie.
I'm trying to be
England.
an
He's
asshole,
handsome.
but I'm
He's
just
from
saying.
England.
I'm not gonna lie.
2-4.
John Hamm could crush that role. Just look
Oh,
at
he
it now.
totally could.
I'm like that. He looks like Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, no, John Hamm.
Okay, okay, I know what to do.
Or Michael Fassbender.
I'll do it.
But John Hamm.
The problem is that
Yes,
the problem
please.
is with
You do a
Fassbender.
good Master Hiroshi, so you should stay as that.
The problem is with Fassbender is I've always thought of him as an elegant actor. I can almost see him as the Riddler, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
Because he's always got that very cut.
I
Did
can
you
see
see
that.
him in the Prometheus movies
Yes.
and the follow-up?
Yes,
Yeah.
He did a
creepy.
fantastic
So creepy.
job as a creepy kind of
Yes.
super
Cyborg?
elegant. Yeah, he turns emotions on and off. I feel like he'd make an amazing Riddler because he
John
wouldn't be
Hamm
the
can do
typical
that
green. He wouldn't be the Jim Carrey Riddler. He would be a traditional. He'd sit down at the table and he'd hit you with the question, and then everyone in the room at the same time. Oh my God! He would go.
By the way,
But he would do it. He would do it. He would do it so nice. He would be sipping his drink. He'd be like, "Yep." He's like, "Go ahead." He's like, "Take
No,
your
I
time."
don't like him as Batman.
He's like, "You don't have much of it." He's like, "But take your time." And that would
I
be like the
think
perfect amount.
Batman-
Like, he could do it so well.
Or Oscar Isaac or Charlie Hunnam.
No, not Charlie
I
I
Hunnam.
don't
No,
think
he's-
Alba.
Idris Elba?
Yeah, no. You know what he could do, and I think
Bond.
he'd be better than. Well, yeah, that's fine. I mean, we can stop doing the Bond series. That's
Yeah,
fine too.
we can.
Yeah.
That can
Honestly.
I like
you can
Bond,
put.
thank you very
It's
much.
good, but just like the Mission Impossibles, you've run your course. Stop
No,
it.
it's not. It's never going to run.
Well,
its
no,
course.
they've overrun the current Bond.
Yeah, they've
The hell's
overstayed-
his name. I don't remember his name right now. I can
Yeah.
see him. But they have overrun
Daniel?
him. Yeah, Daniel
Craig.
Craig. They've overrun
Craig.
him. They need to just move on.
Dude, we can get. If we can get Alba as
Maybe
Spawn-
Marky Mark could do it for you.
Oh my God!
He can do
Can you
everything.
see Idris Alba as Spawn?
Yeah, let's see how.
That would be because he's a
I'm still
big
worried about
dude.
Jamie Foxx doing Spawn.
That's what I'm worried about because Jamie Foxx is another twig.
So,
But Alba's
Yeah,
huge.
but these guys put on muscle.
I don't care.
Jamie
Yeah.
Foxx is not
Here's the
going to be
thing.
Yeah,
Spawn.
Jamie Foxx
He's not
is
gonna
like
be,
5'0" nothing.
Here's the
isn't
thing.
he?
Spawn is a big boy.
no, Jamie Foxx is like
He's almost 6
foot
foot.
something.
really?
Yeah, he's tall.
He's big.
Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of somebody else.
Somebody's
You should
little
get Terry
brother.
Crews to play the Spawn.
Yeah, Marky Mark is the one that's short.
No, it's not.
We
no,
don't want comedy.
Jamie Foxx is 5'9". He's not huge.
Wahlberger as
So the last
Let's do
let's-
anything.
007.
Let's put it this way:
No,
I'm taller than
002
Jamie
and a half
Foxx. So
It rabbit trails a lot.
Yeah,
You
we
just
do
gotta
that.
yell your topic out.
No, it's okay. So anyways, do you guys know who the director is of this new movie coming out? So the director,
Batman?
yeah, the new one. So his name's Matt Reeves. He is the one who directed Cloverfield Lane,
Sucks.
Paradox, and then
Paradox is probably the only good one out of that.
Dawn of the Apes,
Sucks.
and then War of the Apes.
Sucks.
I'm just saying. So like maybe
So he
that's the
sucks.
kind of Batman that we're gonna get, like something that's like a creepy, like weird
Okay.
twist.
We could do John Hamm still. I
For
think
that?
he could. Yeah. Have you seen Mad Men?
Yeah, we're talking about director.
Yeah, you're right.
Right. Well, but if he picked John Hamm,
Yeah.
he could do the
Kevin
borderline
Smith should be the
creepy
director.
Batman.
Here's the
John
thing.
Hamm he's got some douche in him. He could.
Here's the thing about directors here lately. I can't rip on directors based on their previous movies anymore because like their style of movie doesn't directly correlate to whatever they could do. For example, James Wan did Aquaman. That man is responsible for the Conjuring series.
Yeah.
And the Aquaman, not like his directing style at all, but he did another amazing job. I'm like, wow,
Well,
like you're
the one
legitimately
director that we know that will screw it all up is M. Night Shyamalan, Ding Dong
boy.
guy.
Shyamalan.
Hey, that dude, he ain't produced anything that's good ever.
No.
I mean, ever.
Yeah.
He has screwed it all up.
Avatar the Last. No, I still can't go there and be serious with that.
No.
Oh boy.
drop kick you.
Try and be serious and I can never finish it.
M. Night Shyamalan, Ding Dong.
That's what I call him all the
Stop
time.
being a director.
That's why I don't watch his movies.
Go back to school or become a taxi driver or a bus driver or Uber driver or something. Sorry.
Why doesn't he write books? You can do books, I'm sure.
No, because they would suck just like
Here's the thing. His premises are always solid. I'm like, all right, cool. You got a cool idea here.
First of all, his premises are based off other people's shit.
Yeah, but you can't
I
say
could be
that-
a great director
you
too
can't
if you
say
want to
there's
write it
no,
for me and I'll go direct it.
You
alright?
can't say that
We'll make
there's,
money.
there's
Sweet.
no notable spin to his stuff. There's always a touch that you know is him.
God,
He's a terrible director. Why'd you bring him up?
I don't know.
Right?
Now I'm down. I need a Red Bull.
And not happening, Holmes. It's a
Yeah, Affleck actually wrote the screenplay. That's right.
Did he?
yikes.
For Batman?
Yeah.
Well, but he's done
The
a couple.
Batman.
The Batman.
Oh, for this one,
one he's not
our
gonna do.
2021 one is him.
He wrote the screenplay for the one that he's not
I
even
know.
gonna be in.
There's the thing is they showed him off.
He didn't want to stop drinking.
They showed him off at the very end of Justice League, and it was when they broke Lex Luthor out. It was Deathstroke, which is played by Joe Manganiello. Which,
Someone's rubbing my leg.
one of the
Don't
scenes
get
like
excited.
I knew him from is
She needs straight.
it's from Spider-Man, the very first one with Tobey Maguire. It was Flash Thompson. He was his bully.
He was
That
also
super
in,
mega jacked bully for some reason. I'm just like, all right, hold on. You casted a 30-year-old man here as an 18-year-old bully, but that's or a 17-year-old bully, but that's okay. The kid punched a locker and 4 of them bent in on each other, but that's okay.
He got popular because of True Blood.
Yeah, True
He was
Blood.
on True Blood.
The thing is, they posted him
Who
and
was it?
they gave him the nice
Robert,
white
what's up,
scruffed beard, the slicked back
Was
white
he,
hair.
he
Looks a lot like
was
Deathstroke. He
the
looks a lot
werewolf.
like Slade. So I'm
Okay.
like,
Oh, I
this
know
is
who you're
actually
talking
awesome.
That good-looking
And then they
werewolf
canned
guy.
it. They're like, all right. They're like, let's put it on the back burner. I'm
Suki's
like,
second boyfriend.
that is your redemption.
You know that one.
He's married
the
to
coolest
Sophia,
Deathstroke I
whatever.
saw
He's
was
the one that
the
he's
one
the
from
on the airplane
Arrow.
Says Hulu will ruin TV.
I don't like it.
I like that
He's a
guy.
short dude.
Yeah.
Well, he's not really short, but the thing with the way they angle him, they're like, oh, sorry, I have to.
Man.
And it sucks because of
Have
how
Revolver.
much Slade just rips on him. He's just like, you're not
Well,
a hero. He's like, you're an
I just
asshole
watched
with a
one of
bow.
Wahlberg's
He's
Calvin
like-
Klein runway.
He's like,
things
you know,
where he
normally
dropped his
people like
pants.
you, they're like, oh, you know, my bow never misses.
like-
You miss a lot,
do.
actually.
We
You
do
like
that a lot.
you volley the area just to make sure you hit your mark. He's like, you're not a
package.
hero. The only thing that he's ever done against them is
Oh, I'm sure.
there's a universe. It's a fun comic series where Slade gets paid off to kill the entire Justice League, and he
Strap on.
meticulously
I
creates his
care.
own Tower of Babel against Batman
I can pretend.
and takes them all out. And the last one that survives is Arrow, and Arrow's just like, aha! He's like, I'm here to save you. He goes, I'm not killing you. He goes, why not? He's like, you're not a hero. He's like, you're an asshole with a bow. He turns on and walks away. The only thing that happened was he took a broken arrow and stabbed him in the other
What's wrong
eye.
with your freaking
He
mind?
pulled it out, regenerated the
You know what's
eye,
going on?
and then killed him.
was
And I'm
on.
like, now why you gotta do that? Slade gave you the out, and you just walked right back in the door. Like, hey, what up?
Stop giving you microphones.
They're sitting here. I apologize to the stream. We
Talk
just,
about
had 2 different
Mark Wahlberg in his
conversations.
Yeah.
underwear.
Yeah, talking about Mark Wahlberg and his.
Man, there's
Oh.
our next.
Okay, Rob did some research. The new Batman is Steven Seagal.
Oh boy.
Even worse. New topic then.
Geriatric Batman.
Oh, wow.
Geriatric.
Maybe Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, God,
Oh my gosh,
him.
even more geriatric.
At that point, then can we just get William Dafoe to be Joker? If we're gonna go all out, like
Yeah,
we
let's
as
go
well
all
as
out,
stupid
man.
I
shit.
mean, are they just going to hold figurines? Because they're not going to be able to do anything else.
Have you seen Expendables 3?
Yes.
I almost said 4. I'm like, they're almost
How many is
4.
there? 5, 6.
There's 3.
Dolph Lundgren.
Jet Li is not looking his best in that. I'm like, oh man, dude, you're getting
Original
old.
Punisher.
Yeah.
Dolph Lundgren. So, but anyway, yeah. So let's move on.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I would say let's move on.
Let's
But here's the thing.
talk about a disappointing time over at Universal Studios.
So yeah, last weekend was the unofficial Harry Potter weekend,
But it was supposed to be the official Harry Potter weekend, PotterCon.
but they canceled
No,
it.
there's, yeah, they stopped that last year. They were like, no, they're like, we're not doing it this year. And we're just like, okay, but the fans.
There were still a lot of people
The
dressed up.
fans are awesome.
So I wonder if anybody's noticed who our special guest is today.
Have you
You
been
haven't even brought it up or said anything.
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
if you can tell me in the chat who our special guest is today,
I know.
that's on the set. You can't say anything.
I should hope you,
You can
know.
win a
We
Nerd
talked
Talk
about it.
T-shirt.
Do
So
we-
anyway,
oh,
let's
good
move on.
Lord.
So you went over to
Shall we?
Harry Potter.
Yeah. So we got to Disney,
Hey
met
dude,
up with our
all those
friends.
pictures you sent me, who took those? Oh my God, they're horrible.
Thank you.
I got some ugly women and men, and Jesus, they're like soft.
What do you
not
expect?
sharp. I know.
What do you expect? It's PotterCon. I mean, these aren't exactly like models going to
Hey, let's
Harry
show the
Potter
first
land.
picture.
Oh, I'll bet you
I think
some of
Nari-
them are.
Okay, you may have liked Hermione,
No.
but like
You say that. until-
it's like
Roll
half
the
of
clips.
it's like
Yes,
half of
let's
Pasco
show the
County went to
photos, so-
PotterCon.
Yeah, let's show some of these photos. Looks like Nariatu went over to Harry Potter.
So a group of our friends.
And
did a
Julianne,
crossover.
I remember her name.
You remember her name?
Yeah.
Got you.
So a group of our friends that we hung out with, did a crossover between My Hero Academia and Harry Potter.
It's a common thing in the cosplay to fuse your cosplays, which
Oh, we
it was
know.
it was a fun. Do you though?
I do know. That's Nariato,
No, not even the right anime.
That's Naruto.
Naruto, Naruto Buto. Hey,
I'm
I'm looking.
skipping through
See, I do
photos
have a
really
second
quickly.
job. I make money.
Dude, you look great in that picture. Where'd the hair come
Good
from?
makeup.
That is such a cool
Wow.
building.
Hey, your lens was fogged up, by the way.
No, it wasn't.
You gonna talk about them or what? They gonna
So-
kiss or what?
See if he remembers their names.
Julianne's on the left and M's on the
She's
right.
picking
Yep.
her nose with a wand. That sucks.
Now Nat was
Nat.
really fun. We got to hang out with Nat for a good period of time near the end of the night.
I felt awful because keep in mind this is my first time meeting them and I'm
Oh,
awful with
yeah.
names. I'm garbage with names. So it was the next day and they
So
met
don't
us at a
move the photo
restaurant.
yet?
They met us at a restaurant right before we left. And I felt awful because I couldn't remember the three sitting in front of
Just
me.
color
Now hold on.
I just went,
Here's the funniest part. When we first
going,
meet up
Rob.
with them, go ahead, because I think there's a photo with. Oh yeah, it is.
Hey, Dylan,
when we
that's a little
first-
racist there, buddy.
you know, I said you were going to say that. I'm like, he's going to make a joke
Monkey
about
humper.
monkeys and that I'm going to be like dominating the monkey. I had a
Yeah.
feeling that was going to
Taking
happen.
over.
And there it went.
So that photo.
Do my bidding.
So when we first ran into that in the other group, she had that big cape, and Dylan's like, "Oh, we're not gonna lose them."
I said, I'm going to be equally disappointed and impressed if we manage to lose these three because this one's in a full black like cloak. And it was a shiny black and purple coat.
the other
Well,
girl,
wrap up and
Julianne's
she
over
disappears.
6 foot.
I swiped my ticket. I stepped in. I turned around to find our group,
disappeared.
and I just
They were
went,
gone.
well, that didn't take long.
For like half the day, we couldn't even find
Just-
them.
I got impatient, went and rode Gringotts.
That's a different one. That's Lindsay.
That's Lindsay, yep. There's not again.
Not
Ooh.
again.
I don't know if it's the monitor or if that was actually that bright. Oh, that one looks fine though.
Yeah, I don't know who took the picture.
And
Oh, there's
Molly.
Molly. That was
We
a really
love
good.
Molly.
I
Molly's
love that
awesome.
shot.
We
You're-
miss her
you're
because
sitting
Tech
here
Walk's
like
too lazy to do a show.
you're sitting here like none of them are gonna be model material. Then you see Molly and you're like, all right, I take it back.
We can bring Molly on the show.
Molly works during her time.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
So she's a hairdresser,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
She normally like
Can
as
she
soon
fix
as Nerd
this?
Talk ends, she's hauling ass over. I'm pretty sure she'll do your beard if you ask nicely.
Really?
She'll like
I need
moisturize
someone
it
that
and
knows
like,
what they're doing.
trim it and whatnot.
Another
Make it
one
look
of them.
nice.
Dude, you know what a flash is?
It
We
was
wanted that dark photo. That's
Yes,
what we're
oh
going
my god, I've got some weird ass
All right, if you say so.
dual
And
image stuff.
M has never been to Harry Potter Land.
She
and
looks super
wanted-
excited.
Yeah, she was
She was like a little
joyous.
Flash.
It was cool. It was cool seeing.
What's Dillon doing? Hugging them? He's hugging the dinosaur.
So so if anybody knows, everyone's been in my house. You know my cat's an asshole to you guys.
evil. It's a demon.
So
it loves
to
him.
me, I just see me and my cat. I don't know what you guys are talking
this
about.
is what I
is
see
me
when I
hugging
see
my
his
cat.
cat.
I'm sitting here, come here, baby girl, and the
Was
cat.
it cold?
Huh? It was.
Or was that the day it rained?
No,
Earlier
it
in the
didn't
day,
rain.
it was chilly in the morning. It was like 48 in the morning, and then it warmed up to like 55 in the afternoon, and then when as soon as the sun went back down, it dropped again.
So there were still a lot of cosplayers running around the whole Diagon Alley and Harry Potter Land was.
We saw a Newt Scamander that was fantastic. I felt bad because he was in the middle of eating, so I didn't want to
that's
interrupt
right.
him.
They look like they just stepped out of the movie.
I was
the
gonna-
whole group.
Yeah, no,
did-
they
That's
both looked
awesome.
fantastic.
I did have pictures in there of last year, or the last year that we went, but he gave me so many bad photos. I forgot.
But we also
to put
showed
my good photos.
we showed
up.
them last week.
Oh, did we? Okay.
I said we showed them off.
That I took with my phone. And he has a $1,000 camera. That's just.
And you got an iPhone, what?
well,
8?
back then it was a 6.
Yeah.
Your number one too. Or is that the number of your white friends? I just need to know.
Wow.
I'm
So
cold.
I'm going to go ahead and yoink
See,
the
when I
conversation
cut-
from
when I
that.
cut-
Right?
you don't come back from that
So
kind of stuff.
I promised last week that I would have footage of Battle of Dalzalore
Oh,
from
yes,
World
you
of
did.
Warcraft. So I came through because me and my guild pushed through the raid.
Push through. Push through.
It was fun. We got through on Tuesday because our raid nights are Tuesdays and Thursdays. And Tuesday we made through 7 of the 9 bosses. And we're like, nice. Normally takes about 3 hours to raid. And then this Thursday we got absolutely decimated only means 10%. Annihilated is the proper word. We spent 3 hours in the same boss and couldn't get past it by the end of the night. But it was dropping it and going, all right.
Sounds like they suck.
The thing is we're looking at
You
people who've
couldn't
done
even
this.
play part of this. You wouldn't even last a minute.
So
in this.
as I said, this is just
great.
general trash.
You don't
This is
understand
raid.
aggro, man.
Because we're almost at 7:30.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, okay,
We're
if you're
going
watching.
an hour and a half this week.
If you're watching on WeBeam TV, jump over to Facebook and catch us there, because we have to run a strict schedule on WeBeam TV. So the shows will go long on Facebook, but will be short on WeBeam TV.
So basically,
Anyway, back to
I was
the
saying, to
game.
cover the premise of what's going on in this video is the Alliance has attacked Dalzalore, which is the Zandalari troll homeland. It is Zulazar. And they're attacking the main city. It is your job as the Horde, who's just been distracted by the rest of the Alliance, to now go back and stop their siege in the city. They're already
Go
inside.
full screen with that, Rob, real quick.
Yeah,
so
you can do it if you
see
want. Because it's
Just
pretty
overlay
cool
it so we
footage.
can
You can
see
see
it.
it's me tanking with the guild. It was a lot of fun. This is one of the bosses. I actually have the boss page pulled up specifically so I could read some of these off and kind of give a little bit more depth into some of these characters. What you're seeing now is the Champions of Light. It is a Dark Iron Dwarf who is riding her Paladin mount. Stupid as hell, but the Waves of Light are really, really fun. The Consecration, pulling the ads and tank swapping constantly made this fight really, really difficult. One of us died, the other tank, because as many raiders know, it is common to have 2 tanks. You have a main tank and an off tank. I lost my other tank here, so I had to solo tank the last 10%, and that was a little rough. We ended up clearing it just because we rushed it down. This is Grong.
For the Alliance.
Oh no, we're for the Horde actually.
Or the Horde.
No,
But-
Josh was said for the Alliance.
Oh, that's
Okay,
fine.
yeah.
Josh,
Boot him out of the
I
chat
was saying
then.
Josh can have bad taste.
No. Tashina. Is it Tashina? Said, Brad, you're a man.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so more bosses. We're gonna kind of go through
She goes,
quite
"Hey,
a few of them. The
Brad."
next one is the probably. I wanted to save my favorite boss fight towards the end, but
What is that thing?
that's Grong. That's a giant gorilla. I mean, that one's
awesome.
That one's probably like one of those simple, like the simplest of the boss. The next boss fight is the Jade Fire Masters, and those
All right, you can go
two.
screen back.
And those two are probably my favorite boss fight in the entire raid. It was a lot of fun. Here they are. It is 2 different bosses, and we have to keep swapping back and forth. I'm actually really disappointed because you have to fight a fire mage and a monk at the same time. The monk has a really cool mechanic where she kicks you up into the air, and you have to sit here and attack. You have to block all 3 of her moves. And it's almost like a Simon Says type of deal. It shows you the image in which order, and then 3 after images will appear, and you have to face each one as they rush at you and stop them, just like Simon says. You hit the buttons in the same order. It was a super, super cool mechanic. I really, really enjoyed it.
He's so cool.
This fight was absolutely fantastic. It was super fun. My first time doing it, I was a DPS. Second time, I was tanking. And I enjoyed both times. I did get some nice loot off of this, so I was a little bit more biased towards this one. The fight's not difficult to learn, not by no means in normal. In heroic, it's even more fun. They kick everybody up, so everybody has to play the Simon Says game.
Oh, I got your. Ew. Sorry.
You have no idea where that's been.
Y'all be licking fingers over here, and I'm a.
He stuck it in my mouth.
Liquor.
I decided wrong.
Clip that! Clip that! Clip that! I want that! Oh, I can hear it now with my new it'll be my new follow notification on Twitch. He stuck it in my mouth. I am ready to get banned off Twitch.
Yeah, mark that, please.
They're gonna be like, you're not allowed to have that.
1 hour. We got it.
But you'll have to put it with the photo of the joysticking.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Stupid shit I say.
The only reason why I left this clip a little long, and it'll start jumping around here shortly, because this fight has a lot to it. It was a multi-stage fight in which you have to worry about a lot going on at the same time. It was incredibly hectic.
Ruby said, "Woohoo! Children could be listening." Yeah, sorry. This is not a PG.
We haven't jumped into Mythic yet. We're going to be doing heroic this weekend. Just kind of give it a test, and then so on and so forth. We will try and get into Mythic because we do have plans of going all the way through this one, and all of us completing our sets. I've actually almost completed my normal set already. Through my guildmates' help, they have done a fantastic job of basically feeding their tank gear that they don't need, and I've already almost completed my set. I think I'm 6 out of the 9 pieces. I think I'm 3 more, and I've completed the normal set. And then I'll move on to the heroic set and the mythic set. This is the last phase of the boss. I think it's super, super cool. They both turn into their primal forms. One of which being a firehawk, and the other one being a heavenly cloud serpent. So they both turn to dragons, basically. One's more of a bird, like that. They're like, all right. They're like, you've pushed us this far. They're like, it's time to end this. And one turns into a giant flaming hawk, and the other one turns into a sky serpent. I'm like, this is so cool. The mechanic is fun. You have to bring your health down relatively at the same time, because if one is stronger than, and one has more health than the other, they begin to buff each other. Yeah. And once those buffs get out of control, forget about it. You're not gonna have a fun time with it. You're gonna have that's what they call the enrage mechanic.
Is it a firehawk or is it a phoenix?
It's a firehawk. Okay. Phoenixes and WoW look a little bit different. And
there they go, they drop.
Yeah, they're more angelic. And you actually see I got a ring here that I ended up going woohoo in the recording, but you can't see because I cut the audio.
All right,
I did it on
back
purpose.
To full screen now.
Go back. No,
I'm sorry.
Footage.
He wants to show it.
Look at this. I want to thank What for being an awesome tank buddy there for the cleanest tank swap of the entire
night. Is that the one you were telling me about?
Yeah, this is
high five.
Go full screen so we can see it.
I mean, he'd have to rewind it. Yeah, because he was already on to the next fight. So
never mind.
It was So the thing is in WoW is dual tanking is incredibly important, and having synergy with the other tank is like you have to have it for a lot of these fights. That fight in particular, if those bosses are too close to each other, they just start one-shotting with their auto attacks, and they'll start bop, 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 as well as they gain a lot of resistances.
Right.
Oh, this is the Rastakhan fight. Oh my god, this fight is fun. We did it on our first try, but look how many orbs we had to sit here and keep dodging as I'm pulling the tank, and the tanks are constantly jumping away from each other. It was a ton of fun. I actually think I have, I cut it at that point because that was the Megatorque fight, which was...
Did you say Rastafan or Rastakhan?
Yeah, it's boy, can you tell what they're referencing there? Yeah, all of the...
Doobs.
The trolls are all... They all have Jamaican accents.
Oh, okay.
And then this one has more of a...
racist, don't you think?
Well, the trolls have always been Jamaican.
Yeah, okay.
Like always, like since day one.
Trolls, that's just right. I know several Jamaicans, and I would know they'd kick your ass for calling them a troll.
I mean,
I think anybody would kick your ass for calling him a troll.
No, I like being called a troll.
Well, they singled out all the Scottish people as dwarves, so...
Yeah, what's up with that?
The
This is a very
Culterians are fat.
racist game.
I say that the
I think we
Culterians,
should
which are the
boycott
other
this
Stereotypes.
Golly, stereotype racist. That's just so
It's
bad.
actually, it's really funny that you mentioned that because the Champions of Light, which is the Dark Iron Dwarf, the very
Let me
beginning,
guess, they're all the
first
white
boss-
guys.
No. Well, they're white skin. They're ashy white skin, but that's because they're they're nothing but minors.
They're underage?
It's really, really funny because
God,
her
this game
Scottish accent is so like stereotypical. It's like you the horde will never leave here alive, and I'm just like, oh, and it's just like the blessing of the light, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, she's
Jesus'
so
fault.
violent.
Don't blame Jesus.
I'm
on
just
this.
like, you're a paladin with the light, and just like smite you down like another one, and I'm just like,
So, with the new update, do you think the expansions got better?
wow.
yeah,
Walked
absolutely.
on me.
So with the update, it got better?
Right?
Yeah, BFA. So
Do it.
So BFA on release was very, very
do it more.
underwhelming. It was really, really buggy. It was really, really bad overall. It was not a good experience. A lot of people just kind of sat down and played through it regardless of that fact. They pushed themselves and said, you know what, we're going to, obviously let's just do it. Let's play the game and hope it gets better. It did. This raid was fun. I don't think there's a single mechanic I don't think is cool. None of the fights were super, super basic, and none of them kind of just played themselves. All of them need to actively do stuff. And having a Discord or a raid call or whatever you want to use for communication was super, super important by the end of it. That's like the one thing that we knew is when we went in, the pugs, which are random people that we picked up to help out that didn't join the Discord, they always struggled. And it was noticeable. So I think ultimately this raid was a fantastic step up for Blizzard in the right direction. Plenty of mounts, plenty of pets, good rewards. The gear sets look freaking amazing. I have a transmog currently using half of the gear set, and it looks awesome. It does a lot of work. The other thing I have to point out that was really, really cool about this is the mechanics of this raid are a little different. So you play it from both sides, both the Alliance and the Horde. So you quite literally, as you're playing through, it swaps your side. So with one of these, you're the Horde pushing through and saving the city, and then it goes as you build up towards that. You're hours late. They've already come and gone. So you get to play as the Alliance. It swaps your race and everything based on what your race and class are.
Right.
And it swaps you over. For example, I'm a demon hunter. It made me a night elf demon hunter because the only other class going to be demon hunters, just elves. It was really, really cool playing their side of the story and taking down Rastakhan. It was super, super
Nice.
fun. Ultimately, I would say this raid's been a joy and really, really refreshing versus the last one. The last one, Uldir was a struggle. It was.
I enjoyed it.
It was all right, but it could have been better. Dalzalore is fantastic. I have no complaints about that.
I need to get back into gaming and get caught back up.
Yeah, you're
So-
like, what, 340 eye level?
340, 345.
I think
Mike
people
said
from
something a while ago.
Uldir will
Said,
be,
you couldn't even play this game. Actually, he's right, because
You're too old.
I have vertigo. So people that have vertigo have a problem playing games like this because it puts us into that spin, right? Because you get very nauseous. I was talking to a ear doctor. There is a fix for that now.
Oh wow!
They go in and they work on the vertigo in your ear system to make it where you can actually play this and not get sick.
It's called an ear nail.
Sorry, what?
An ear nail.
That's how.
Nobody's seen Million Ways to Die in the West?
Yes, I have.
Oh.
Not quite, but yes, they can actually fix it because I told because one of my friends works for a hearing specialist, and I keep telling her I'm like I can't play because 10, 15 minutes in. I'm ready to throw up.
Well, I have to admit with you specifically, that's a mix of the vertigo and attention span. Because WoW, I'll admit it, WoW gets pretty boring when you're doing your first level 1 to 120.
I don't mind it.
Unless you're absolutely story-driven people and you enjoy listening to story develop
Sorry,
and watch
1
it
to
grow.
120. The first 120 levels are boring.
Well,
Yeah.
no. Your first time.
Let's just run out tomorrow and play this, shall we?
Sign me up, man.
Your first. Well, the thing is the current level cap is 120, and it feels droning at first because you're doing it without any bonuses. Normally, you're doing it by yourself, and in that sense, it's not very fun. I'll admit that, right?
Now your next
WoW
one when
knows.
you have heirloom gear.
Hey, let's go
And
cow tipping
what
while
if
we're at
you play
it.
with somebody else?
It makes it more
Like
fun.
like Diablo. Like
Yeah,
in
tons of
Diablo,
fun.
if you're playing with somebody who's better, then you level up faster. Is WoW the same thing? If you're
WoW is not a game in which people lack social skills. People that lack social skills end up not liking WoW.
Attaboy.
Right,
it is super,
but
super.
if you play with somebody who, like, if you're beginning and you start at level 1 and you're playing with somebody who's level 120, do you level up faster
No,
because
10
you're
to
playing
1,
with that?
what they will do is they'll make a low-level character with you, and they'll level alongside you, and
Like
that
that's
part's
what we
fun.
did. We made new characters and
No
we
one's
were
ever done
leveling
that for me.
together.
Oh, so they start
we
back
haven't
at
done.
like
So busy.
I should
Yeah.
point
You're so
out.
busy, you could never play
I should
this.
point out.
I tried. And he
In
was-
order
he
to
goes,
level with them,
Dad, you're gonna
you have to
grind,
get
you're
at the
gonna
starting
grind it out.
zone, which is
I
level
did it one
20.
night, I'm like,
The first quest gives you like 4 levels. It's very, very simple to level. And when you level with your buddy, which is what I have him listed as, because he's my recruiter friend, we level twice as fast.
can I pay someone to level for me?
Yeah.
You can just buy, honest to God, if you actually don't care, you can buy a token. It's $60 and it levels.
If I'm going to have anybody do it, I'll give him the money.
I was saying, it'll
He's the one
level-
who's got an active account. Mine's, you know, I unsubbed because.
Well, see here, so I went and bought
Because,
Red Dead.
bad.
Was it Red Dead Redemption?
yeah, Red Dead
2?
Yeah, number 2.
I went and bought it so I could be online with Brad and some of the guys at church, right? I can't even get past killing the wolves. I just suck.
That's the tutorial, by the way, if you're curious.
Yeah.
What?
I
Tutorial.
It's a tutorial.
Wow.
You know,
keep
people don't
getting
die in
eaten.
tutorials.
I'm like,
Tutorials
what's
they
going
make
on?
specifically easy and like teach
so you can live
like,
and learn the
like I
left
love it.
button, right button.
There are
shoot,
some games.
aim.
There are some games that make the tutorial so easy.
My wife is like,
it
"Why did you
auto
buy
dodges
that?"
and it
I'm
go
like,
like a little pop-up here.
I'm
That was a
trying.
close
I keep
one.
trying.
Next time, don't mess it up. And like it'll just keep giving you that over and over and over and over and over again until you figure it out and go, oh, maybe this is what I should do. It's like I love. It was my favorite article. I think it was either Polygon or oh god, what's the other one? Kotaku.
Yeah.
They played Cuphead.
Well, bless you.
And Cuphead, they were like, "This is the Dark Souls of tutorial."
Cuphead.
It was
fun and
because
hard game.
I did an entire series on it. It was
Oh,
really, really
that's
fun.
right.
It was because the thing is, it was all made literally of like a last step. It's like I got nothing. We took out another mortgage on the house just to do this, and they super succeeded with it. I was
What
so
is
happy with it.
Fascinating with you touching me
I was
today.
going to turn your mic off.
Woo!
Yeah, you wish.
Touch your finger in my mouth.
Getting
No, you bit my finger.
mildly creepy.
I was trying to
I have
push you
one
here.
more game I can jump to if you guys would like.
Oh, all right.
All right,
Like,
Rob.
I want to get off the creek train.
Yeah, you guys wanted nerd talk. This is definitely nerd.
This is
So
Well, you know, but
But
Yeah.
nerds can
Rob,
be
roll the
anything.
clip, please, or actually just put it in the same. That one has audio. You can actually put the audio low if you want because these characters have quotes and whatnot that are actually kind of cool to listen to. A lot of these are.
shut up.
I'm not saying nothing.
I don't what?
He muted you already.
Why?
No, he muted that already.
Oh, well, that's fine. I mean, you couldn't go into the
I
audio.
thought you were
mixer.
telling me to tell him shut up.
You can go to the audio mixer to the right and just bring it down to like -20, and it'll just barely play in the background, just because the game does have some nice audio.
So
I'll
this is
admit that.
another team thing?
Yeah,
We've
this
talked
is for
about
this
this
is.
game before.
I've spoken
And
about
what
For
game
Honor.
is this?
For Honor. I've spoken about this
pretty
game in the past. The game had a really rough release. It was a Ubisoft release.
Ubisoft.
Yeah, Ubisoft did an awful job with this game. I'll be the first to admit, I love this game. I played it in alpha, I played it in closed alpha, I played it in closed beta, I played it in open beta. I give it every chance I could.
Good for you!
And I really stuck with the game. And now I'm kind of happy that I did because some of the characters I've really grown to love, and a lot of the story I've really grown to love.
Oh, it's like medieval times.
yeah.
Yeah, it's.
Oh,
it's
see, now
it
I
is-
like that.
It's warring kingdoms between the Vikings.
You still couldn't play it.
It's the Vikings, the samurai, and the knights.
For some reason, I
And
see your
then
dad
just
playing a video
recently-
game. Go left, go right.
Oh, that is so me.
So point being,
Turn my whole body.
they came up with a new character.
I gotta
It's
work
the new
out.
character specifically, and his
So I'm
name
skinny
is
and you're not.
Well, originally it was the Vortiger, which is just like the clown. Oh, this is.
I think there's
this
someone
is
out there
this
that
is a
thinks I'm
freaking
good-looking.
mess right here. I try to throw him in the water
somebody
and
that
I
thinks you're
miss,
good
and I'm like, and then my Viking comes in to
Bonnie's
save my
watching.
ass.
She's blind.
Get in the water.
anyway.
Go swim. Go for a swim. That, by the way,
Bonnie
that's like
didn't
6
do
inches
that.
of water, and they
Make
drown
sure
in that. I
she's
find that
watching.
hilarious. I
She's
love
been
this
watching
game.
after the fact.
The Vortiger
She's
is a
a
kite
big
shield.
butt.
Is a kite shield wielding knight with a short blade.
Bonnie, he misses you.
It is a
He cries out
very,
for you
very, very
tonight.
fun mechanic to deal with because he has a lot of really silly things he can do. Specifically, his blockade, which is, for a lot of people know, is they're all block.
What's the blue line?
It's like capture the
Oh
flag.
yeah,
so you gotta stand
it's capture the zone. That's just marking the
I
zone
thought
for
it was
me.
going to be like the carts at the grocery store.
They go flat.
You walk across it and you
Oh,
lose
I
you
feel
lose
so
one
bad. I'm
leg.
pretty sure I make this person go swimming again. No, I don't. How do I kill them? Or do
He
I die in
kills
this
you.
one? Actually, no. She was an incredibly good Vortiger.
Man,
No, I would.
she's kicking your butt.
Dominates my ass multiple times over.
So your blue line turned white.
Yeah, it's showing that the point is now contested. I'm the blue team. She's the red team. When the line turns white, it shows that another enemy or an opposing player is in the field with you. So you're no longer gaining
Dude,
points
you
for that
get
zone.
your butt
Basically
handed to
capture
you.
the flag.
Not really.
Except the zone. Yeah, actually, I get thrown in the water here, which is the irony because I had just thrown her in the water just before I took my kite shield to her head. This game is so much fun. Vortiger is the Black Prior. I'm sorry, that's his actual name. Is such a unique design character. I'm really, really happy with him. I was gonna show the other clip because one of the other characters got reworked and they kind of changed his moveset and made him a lot better. But I got thrashed so hard in that game, I hate the clip now. At first, I was like, oh, cool. I'm fighting 4 Sidokens versus four Black Priors. I'm like, this is perfect. I'm like, I can get there's the Sidoki right now. Him and his new kit. He, if I'm not mistaken, actually ends up killing 2 of us in this situation. And then I'm pretty sure I just cheese her. Yeah, there he is. Look at these executions. Off with your arm, off with your other arm, and then slit your throat with the shield.
'Tis a flesh wound.
Because you have to remember is...
I could go back in.
yeah. Look at that health bar. That was half my health. God, the Shigoki's a monster. Literally, that's what his whole thing is. So I know there's quite a few people who still play this game. It's slowly coming back, which was nice because it dropped from 100% player base.
I can play
It
this.
dropped to almost 20%. I don't
How
think
old
you
is
could. It's like we're coming up on its 2nd year now.
Oh, okay.
Which is weird because a lot of games like this don't last this long. They die really, really fast because it's a multiplayer game. Not much. The story was okay, but with the content that they're releasing,
Better than Michael.
constantly leaves for it leaves a good taste in the player's mouth that stuck around. It's like, thank you for being here for so long. Enjoy. Shut up.
Choice of words.
Yeah, choice of words. Is fantastic.
Taste. Yep.
Yes. Well,
Michael, you get quiet.
well, I mean, he doesn't know much about this game.
Somebody just came in.
But he remembers the taste of your finger.
That's not my finger. It's his finger. Let it be known that's Bosstech's finger he tasted.
He stuck it in my mouth. I'm telling you.
I don't
Stuck
think
what in your mouth?
I don't show it right
Why
away.
you tell
because
the people online there's people sticking things in your mouth?
I only landed it once during the entire fight. Look, this chick kicks my ass again.
Hey,
now,
I hear Mama tell
Here's
you
the thing. This was also, I should point out, this is my first time playing the character. I have no idea what my kit does yet. All I know is that I have a really cool.
Excuses.
That you see, she flipped my ass over. That's the whole reason I'm playing that.
So is this PC?
Yes, you can play it on console and consoles, but I don't
PC
suggest
only?
it because it's harder. It's harder on consoles. It's more fun on PC because there's more players.
I have it on
Why is it harder
PS4.
on consoles?
Huh?
I have it on
Frame rate.
PS4. It's fun.
Frame rate. So the thing is, in fighting games, frame rate is incredibly important because having double the frames to react to is super, super important. For example, we break things down to milliseconds, so we call them MS. So it's milliseconds.
Keeping
So it's
you
like
up, honey?
so the light attacks, which is
guess
what's the
so.
fast, low damage ones, are faster and they have less time to react, so they're harder to
Beer.
block. So a 400 millisecond light attack is kind of a problem because a lot of people can't react to that. On console, forget about it. You're not blocking that. You have 400 milliseconds to react. On console, it's almost halved. So it's just like, I can't keep up with this. Now, players that go from console to PC, they're like, you are all my bitches. You know how Bane...
You can play on the console against people that are playing on computers.
because it's an unfair advantage.
Why,
Because
the
of
consoles are
Computer
better?
would kick
the
your
tick
ass.
rate.
No.
Well,
No.
that's good.
Because
At
of
least
the
they do
frame
that.
rate differences where players are capped at 30 frames on consoles, whereas PC players can play on 60 frames. 60 frames gives you more time to react to something.
Okay, so what kind of PC do you have to run this?
I'm not going to say like fantastic because I have friends with some pretty trash PCs.
I think I
and
could
they're
run it with this.
No, I know
No?
you can't.
It runs
I know
well,
you can't.
It's fine.
You run WoW in the lowest settings and still drop
It's
frames.
a little bit above.
Dude, you're dropping frames right now.
No, I'm pretty sure I slowed that clip down. Yeah, I did because I got caught in my dodge. I love
I
it.
didn't. I bet he didn't slow it down. I bet he just.
I mean, you can go back to the WoW clip. I have a little like words and everything.
That's awesome.
Honestly, the new character, he's super, super fun. I got absolutely dominated that fight. Once
So
again,
you're saying you like being dominated?
By women.
Actually, if
Kinda what
anything,
I'm hearing.
Women in armor.
Women in armor. Hey.
At least it's
Hey,
actual
you-
It's not me
armor.
this time.
Hey, all you lucky ladies out there. He's
Listen.
looking for a woman that
her
dominates
name is
him with
Midnight
some-
Yes, her name.
or Mountain Lady. Either one of those two.
Midnight's better. I don't know, Toga. I would have said Toga a little bit.
Toga appeals to my sadistic side, but that's
My
besides.
child has gotten into chainmail. I have no idea where that came from.
Neither of
It's
these
actually
were chainmail.
it's more velvet tie downs.
The velvet tied down.
But the problem is I
Good
don't-
God
I don't-
Almighty, you just stabbed him with a
Yeah,
sword
look at that
and a shield.
execution. This guy,
You
he's
stabbed him in the back. dude. That's just so wrong.
so his well, it's called an execution. It's I have to kill. You know, it stops him from being revived. And executions have varying times on when the kill is going to be. I punched her, and because of that
That's
mechanic
midnight.
where she turns yellow, she did not give a shit.
My Hero Academia.
okay.
Her
So-
boobs look weird. There's
do,
something
don't they?
going on there.
Chunky,
It's not right.
Some chunky
I
stuff.
don't know.
going on
It's
It's
there.
a
She needs to go to
rope
the doctor,
going
get those
down.
things checked out.
no. It's like a totally separate extra body is where her boobs are. It's kind of weird. Sorry.
Anyway, and that's
Side
what
note.
we were gonna say. We jumped onto My Hero. You guys can't see My Hero because we're looking on Mike's phone as I'm trying to explain shit.
Wow. No.
Ultimately, I think his character is really, really, really fun. I really, really enjoyed playing him. I'm probably gonna go home and play it a lot more tonight because I think this character. I loved his release trailer. I was gonna grab the release trailer, but I just didn't have time. I quite
Do I have a computer in studio that will run that?
Yeah, you probably could. You probably have to play it at medium, but yeah, you could probably run that. I guarantee you.
I have a question. How come when people run in video games, they lean like way forward and run? Like almost every
they're-
single video game.
Their excuse for this one specifically because they covered that because the characters do lean forward. You ever seen someone run in heavy armor? If you
Yes,
break into
I
a
have,
full
actually.
sprint, you have to lean forward because you're gonna fall if you don't. You're gonna eat
Right.
shit,
Okay.
and it's not gonna be fun when you do
So
that.
the way you stop is just fall.
The way they normally stop is they literally throw all their weight back and kick their legs out in front of them,
Which
so
you
they can
see in
literally
the game.
slide to a stop. Yeah, actually, you can see because the thing is what I love about this game is sprinting is punishable. If you're sprinting, you can't lock on right away. So if someone does like a dash attack or something, or like just jumps and slaps you in the back,
Oh,
you
she
can't
just
just
killed
turn
you.
around. Yeah, she kicks my ass. She was really crazy good. I ended up adding her after the game. I don't think I put that in the recording because she was legitimately a fantastic player.
Tiffany?
She starts cutting my team down like they're nothing. She just 3v1'd us, and we're all like, oh, hold on, guys. She's good at the game. She just dropped us.
Of course, it's probably a dude named
Oh, of course.
Craig in his mom's basement.
Well,
Probably
people have
12.
female. I was saying
That's
people have
12
female characters all the time. I run female characters on some of them because I think the female characters
Because I
look
live in a
cooler.
basement.
Or
Don't pick
75.
on
You
me.
live in a garage. There's a difference.
The thing is that I wanted to kind of explain about his release video that they showed is. The Knights have always, the meme about the Knights have been, that's the fight for the Holy Land. Because that was, the original Crusades. It was the reason, like, oh, we fight for God. This guy is just a sociopath. Because they gave him a little bit of personality. He picks up his sword, picks up his shield, and he goes, the time for repenting is over. And he goes, and he slaps his shield as the camera pans up, and he goes, the time for purging begins. And I'm like, this man's going to go out and just cut people down.
Sounds like the Punisher.
Absolutely. One of his
Medieval
executions
Punisher.
is he stabs him in the chest, he pulls his sword back, and he puts his kite shield up. They fall on their back on the shield, and then he runs his blade slowly across his neck as he giggles. He just goes,
As he giggles.
I'm like,
Oh my
I'm like, what the hell? And they're just
definitely
like,
your
oh,
character.
they're like, we wanted to bring knights that they had a sole purpose, but it's twisted.
It's been-
because all the knights are, because in the story, all the knights eventually were like, we fight for good. And he goes, I fight for myself. He's like, I fight for what I believe in.
Yeah, man.
It's not right.
tell
It's
him.
twisted. He's chaotic evil, or he's chaotic good. He has the
Right.
right thing in mind. He's like, I'm gonna clean the land up, and I'm gonna win this for the knights and my people, and let my people live here. I'm just gonna do it in a horribly sadistic way.
Well, dilly
as I
dilly.
laugh and beat people
Dilly
with my
dilly.
shield.
Dilly dilly.
It is. Oh my god, I got uppercutted. Oh god, this character's so cool.
Is this game free?
No, it's $60 still.
Still?
It is freaking expensive.
2 years. Wow.
No, actually, I don't think it is. The thing is there's DLC to the game now. For example,
There's what?
there's DLC, so downloadable content.
Downloadable
It's how you,
content.
Okay.
So all of the heroes are available through the in-game currency. The in-game currency, I'll admit though, it takes a while to farm.
So
It
is this
does-
the
it's-
one of those kind of games where you can pay for an upgrade and be the biggest?
No,
badass thing
it's
back?
not pay to win. It is pay to play. In other words, no, it's not pay to play. It's pay if you don't have the time to grind out characters. Understandable. The game's like, that's fine. Pay like $5 and you can get the character right away. And I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. Or you do it at the beginning of the year. They give you it's $30. You buy the year pass. Any character released to that year, you get for free. And you get them also a week early as well. They're like, here you go. They're like, here's some special stuff, and here's a few extra little toys. Cool little customizations you can put on the character to show that you support the game.
So we still have no one that's told us who the special guest is today.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's noticed yet.
The Black Prior is... He's a refreshing look to For Honor. If you haven't played it, I suggest you could start getting into it. I'll just be the first to tell you, though, there's a learning curve. There's a hell of a learning curve, and you're not going to have fun at first.
Okay.
It sounds awful.
Why? Like, all these games, they're not going to be fun at first. That sounds like it's...
120 levels, not fun.
Right?
When the game first comes out, it's the appeal of joining a game late. When you join a game when someone's played for 2 years, they're going to be better than you. They're going to kick your ass.
Oh yeah.
And the thing is because of the player count, because of the players that stuck around through all the hard times, we've all gotten incredibly good at the game.
They're so good.
So the newer players that come in get completely ass
You get a
blasted.
gold star.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you did your best, but we beat the shit out of you. This
So
is like,
you
oh
like
my
gas
god.
blasting guys. That's not good.
But they're the best.
Well, they're the best.
You are the best.
They're
They're
the
fantastic
best.
at the game.
Yeah.
I was high ranking.
They are
in duels.
fantastic.
It was fantastic.
Dominatrix is
fantastic.
in this kid's future. I'm just saying.
And he likes Mountain Woman.
Yeah, mountain women.
Mountain Lady.
There you go.
Mountain Lady.
There you go.
Mountain Lady, my bad.
Hero.
And Midnight.
And Midnight.
Yeah. All right.
I like Toga.
Well, we
I
got
make
5 minutes
these
left.
jokes around the house, and he's
So my question
completely over
is
his
who
head.
online right now can tell me who the special guest
I'll
is?
give you a hint. He's staring you down right now. If
Big
you look
time.
carefully, he's staring into your soul.
Yes.
I'm not watching the stream. I'm actually watching the comments because when I look up, he's looking me in the eye and looking disappointed at me. You ever seen Great Gatsby or Read the Great Gatsby? We've got Dr. T.J. Eckelberg in the house, basically. The eyes of God are staring my ass down right now. Just
I don't
like,
think Mama Tech's seen it either.
it's just sitting here going, chains and whips, I
get the shirt?
disapprove.
She
And I'm like, I
notices
know,
it?
I'm sorry, God.
Mom gets a shirt. Mama Tech gets a shirt anyway.
What?
We have a special guest on set today.
Bumblebee.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow, damn, that was really damn quick. That took
Yeah,
no time
she's
at
like,
all.
obviously.
I think people are sitting here going, it's Brad. Duh, you can't have two guests. It's like, oh well, you are correct, but at the same time, you're not correct.
Oh. Zulmar. Zula got it. Bumblebee. That's right, Bumblebee.
Do you guys want to hear a really corny joke?
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
With our last 2 minutes
Ready?
of the show,
Yeah.
Ear of corn.
your corny
joke.
joke, yeah. So, 2 thugs are in a car and there's no music on the radio. Who's driving?
No one.
the officer.
Yes.
No music on the radio was the key there.
Julie, I will have Rob bring you a shirt.
I knew it right away. Just like you said, no music on the radio, and I went, it's a cop car.
Yep.
They're in the
I've got
back.
a couple of others. that I
They're not
probably can't
having
tell
fun
on the
right
show.
now.
I have a couple that Rob sent me, but I definitely can't say them on the radio or on the show.
Well,
Yep, my dad got it out of some sick jokes.
I hope you enjoyed the show.
But some
It's
of them were
fantastic.
really
I was
Thank you
I'm
for
really
having
glad.
me.
Like you came
He's
in
like,
and talked
I
video
get-
games
Right?
with me. I got to rant a little
you.
bit, and you got to join me in the rant. Hopefully, I'll be able to break you
So
out your
everybody
shells and
online,
rip
there's
on
like,
things as
I don't
hard
know
as
how
I
many
do in the
people.
future.
If
but
everybody
Takes a
wants
little
Brad
bit.
again, put on there. Bring Brad back. Bring Brad back. Bring
I
Brad
enjoyed it. It was
back.
a lot
That's
of
hard
fun.
to say.
Say
Bring
that 10
Brad
And
times
also
back.
say,
fast.
put John back in the back.
No, I had complaints that I wasn't out here in front of you.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah,
See, that's
we haven't
payback
good
for him sticking it
paddling
in my
here
mouth.
lately.
Ooh.
I think I'm gonna make me a new
This
wax.
tea is good.
You have to put holes in it so that it.
No, that was a one-time only for money.
Aerodynamic, yeah,
We're not
yeah.
hitting me again on the show.
Oh, I bet that does happen.
I don't think anybody will
This tea is
donate money
delicious.
again. So
Oh, yeah.
it's good.
Red Bull.
Yep. See, here it is. Great show.
Bull
Definitely
tea.
bring
You missed the meme
Brad
too, I think.
back.
Rubber bands on your nipples.
Oh, wow.
There we
Thanks,
go.
Josh.
They're pierced, so no.
You tie them to the
You have door
piercings.
knockers? You have door
You
knockers?
want to feel it?
Hey, we can like battery leads.
No! Now,
Yes.
for the right price of $125, we
That
might do
goes
that.
to us.
Wait,
not
hold
him.
on. You're saying that I have to pay you $125 to hook up a car battery to your nipples?
No, not a car
I
battery.
have a jumper pack in the back.
You
We
are
don't need a
lucky
car
to
battery.
live that one, first of all. But second of all,
No,
okay,
we'll just-
done. Let's go.
Hit a taser like 10 inches from your chest and
Ooh,
see if it happens.
$125, I'll get tasered on the show.
All right.
Oh boy.
Done
Okay.
deal.
Oh, I've got 3. I have access to 3. I don't personally have them, but I have access to them.
All right,
Tasers?
boys and girls.
Yes.
First $125 coming in, he gets tased. Next
One-time
week.
payment, not many payments.
No. And more,
No,
the more
and-
125s we get, the more times he gets tased. See, he didn't stipulate
No, this-
that.
you can't
I'm
use-
stipulating
I'll
that.
pay an extra. I'll pay on 150 if I can do it.
Okay, we're in.
Money goes to me then.
No,
No,
it goes to the show.
charity.
Okay, I get 50 of it. at
No,
least.
it goes to the show. Atta boy.
I cashed my
Someone's
check.
getting tased
I
next
cashed
week,
my
baby.
check this week.
This right here, we're trying to raise my look. Okay, so we're
Let's go, gentlemen.
building a new table.
All right, so next week I'm getting tased.
Oh my God, I'll bring
No.
So hold on, it's not like zzz, keep it on me.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna do 2 seconds. I'm gonna go 1, 2.
I hope
here's the
you're here
thing.
next
I'll
week
be
because I
here.
need people catch
But
me
here's the
when
thing.
I drop
When
like
you're-
a
when
We'll
you're-
go Mississippi. No, we'll put the couch behind you.
All right, we got to get ready to
think we
go.
have
So
Sheriff-
everybody, we will see everybody next
Think
one.
Sheriff Bogart would help us?
Yes, he would.
Ooh,
the one, the
yes,
police
the
one, the barbs.
thingies. Yeah.
get myself into.
Ooh, do it,
Bye,
do it.
everybody.